Court, the Hinchy Gym. You're looking at West Rutland, the girls varsity program, the #1 seed in Division 4 with a 15-5 record, taking on the #9 seed, the Rochester Rockets, coming in with 11 wins, 10 losses, already with a playoff win. Rochester has West Rutland's first action. They got the bye. Remember, being the #1 seed, they winner tonight, moves on to the Berry Auditorium for the semifinals. That's why, for some of the seniors out there, well, for all the seniors out there for West Rutland, this will be their final home game. Griswold up, no good. Rebound will come down. He'll be cutting with the basketball. Rochester, having played West Rutland earlier in the season, these two schools very familiar with each other. Jeff Mills, the head coach at Rochester, and of course Carl Serrani, the head coach here at West Rutland. They're going to lob the ball down inside, and they got a good spot down low and got the bucket. Crawley with the basket, and again it's where she received the ball, down inside the paint, down on the blocks. West Rutland, a team that plays just, I think up-tempo is an understatement, but they like to push the ball, they like to press you with the defense, they like to get a lot of turnovers, and that's for Griswold, no good. Outside shot will miss. The rebound will come down to #5, Shepard, and Shepard's going to bring the ball down herself. 2-0 Rochester. We're within 45 seconds of the opening tip-off having been played. Cutting, working off the screen. They want a screen roll, and we got a foul. Yeah, Jim Corbo will make the call. And you can see the foul called on Shepard, blocking foul, legal screen. And Rochester putting some bodies in that backcourt. A little different look from the game I saw here earlier in the season, during the regular season when Rochester played West Rutland. It was soft pressure, but it was still back there, and it was a different look. And Sumner will make the grab, and she lost the dribble, and she'll give the ball back to Lincoln. Lincoln going to have a lot of company tonight on the perimeter. That's Cutting staying with her #2. Griswold in the corner to Ricky. And that ball bobbled, almost taken away, and Ricky able to split the trap, give it to Sumner. She'll put it off the glass, no good. And a long rebound will come all the way to the outside. And last touch by Shepard. Rob Rochester hustling after ball was Miranda Shepard. West Rutland, I must tell you, looking a little tight here early on. Rochester, a very loose team. I don't like the bye. If I'm a coach, Lincoln will crash to the floor and we'll have a foul called on Rochester. And Craig Pettis will make the call. So Caitlin Cutting will be called for the foul. Pat Whalen, Jim Corbo, and Craig Pettis, here are 3 officials for tonight's basketball game. Quarterfinal action here on Munger Vision on PEGTV. Griswold to Lincoln. They've had over a week off without a game, and that will roll out on Sumner. She had a good look, and that's her spot on the floor. So 6:28 to go. Opening quarter, and West Rutland being held scoreless right now, and I don't get to say that very often. Cutting up, cutting, no. It'll come down and be taken over by Lincoln. She's surrounded by dark blue jerseys. She'll go up ahead now to Griswold. Griswold with the grab, won't slash to the hole. She'll pull the ball back out, and yeah, a much different defensive look. Travel call, turnover on West Rutland. The ball will go to Rochester. They're looking to be giant slayers here tonight at the Hinchy Gym. Even though they're only up 2-0, they've had a lot of energy. They played very loose, and their defense, I don't think West Rutland expected it to be so tight and so intense. I don't know why, but I got that feeling. There it is, down inside, and oh, they missed the bunny. They executed that play beautiful, got the defense to overcommit, and then didn't finish the shot off. Ames will slide the ball down to Lincoln. I'm just wondering how long it'll be before we see Sierra Pease in the ball game for West Rutland. A lot of offense off the bench Pease brings, and there's going to be a foul called on the collision as Griswold will go to the floor, and the foul will be called on Daly Crawley. Sumner on the baseline to Ames. They need offense besides Lincoln tonight. They need some other people to step up and make the offensive game happen. That's going to be another near miss for Sumner. Ricky goes to the floor and the ball will be tossed over, and almost not ready for the pass was the Rochester player, Daly Crawley. She was picking up her hairband. So 2-0 Rochester. They've held West Rutland scoreless for 2.5 minutes. Yeah, and they're going to have a step out, a blocking foul called on Alicia Waite. And so West Rutland, again, they do look a little tight. #3, okay, that is confirmed. That is the foul on Waite. So they stop the clock with 5:25 to go, and again, West Rutland. Again, the thing with the bye, I know you've worked all season, you want to get that #1 seed, but the bye, I just seen teams come in with the #1 seeding. That's going to be a defensive kick. Jim Corbo with the call. Ball will go out on the baseline to West Rutland. But, I mean, it's a long time not to have a competitive game after you cram games in all season long, to have that long layoff. Now, the West Rutland squad did scrimmage an AAU Bandits basketball team, but it's just not the same intensity, and that's going to be a foul, and should be 3 shots coming up. And that's going to be cutting with her second foul. So that's big. That's 2 fouls now on cutting. And she had this defensive assignment of picking up Lincoln. As Peyton Boyer 14 to scores table. I can only imagine that she will be coming in for cutting, and that shot will be off the mark. So West Rutland still scoreless. And in all my talking, yeah, it's 3. Yes, there's some confusion on the 3 shots. The substitution has to wait till the final shot. Okay, and everybody's on the same page now. They've got the substitutions in there, and I think we're all set to continue on. The Hinchy Gym will be the site of the 50th Glossic basketball tournament. I have that for you on Munger Vision on PEGTV, and that shot will be good. So Lincoln will get 1 of 3 and makes it 2-1. West Rutland, the number 1 seed, 15-5. They have a tough schedule. And that's one thing I liked about covering Carl Serrani's teams. They really do. They get a lot of tough competition to play against non-conference games. And Ames will tie up. Wait. And it's going to stay down this end with Rochester. The Rockets in the blue, their dark uniforms. 2 games against Burton, Division II for West Rutland. 2 games against, I want to call them Wilmington, Twin Valley, and their Division III. And those are both powerhouses of their division. On the drive, Boyer up off the glass, and then Boyer attacked the middle of the floor, got below the free throw line and wasn't challenged, made the shot. 4-1, Rochester. And then when you're underdog, playing a team that's already defeated you, on the road, you've got to get off to this kind of start. You can't, that's a defensive kick, came down off the hands of Cruikshank, and the ball will go out of bounds to West Rutland. Number 10 coming in now is Madison Fuller for Rochester. But no, you have to start, I feel, with that intensity, not try to pick it up when you're behind in the lower seed. You got to come out like Rochester's done here, and they're setting the tone. Lincoln for a 3-ball, no. West Rutland 0 for 4 from outside the arc here tonight, early on. 4:26 to go in the opening quarter. Rochester can keep the score in the 40s tonight. I like their chances of pulling the upset. That's Ames, almost had the steal ball on the floor, bodies on the floor, and a jump ball called, and it'll be West Rutland basketball. I'd like to take this brief moment before they get started again to thank the West Rutland community, the athletic director, the coaches, the parents, the players for allowing me to cover West Rutland sports and videotape it on Munger Vision and then air it on Channel 15 PEGTV. I greatly appreciate the fact that you let me do that. Griswold with the grab. Griswold got to look for a shot tonight. She'll lose her balance, go to the floor. They'll push the ball back. Rochester looking for a travel. Lincoln, I like the fact that they're coming out and they're not really a complete trap, but they're pressuring the basketball at this point. They're going to have a foul called, and it'll be on Ricky. That'll be the first foul on West Rutland. You see Jim Corbell with the call. So 4-1 Rochester. They'll have the basketball. They've got the lead right now. They've got the momentum early on, and you can see West Rutland going to their press. West Rutland to get settled down and get in the ball game. They need their defense to make something happen for them right now. That's a good job of spreading the floor out. And Lincoln with the steal. Lincoln on the way to the basket will go up with the left hand, and there's the basket that will might loosen up the West Rutland squad. 4-3 now, Rochester. And that's West Rutland basketball. Let your defense control the game. Let your defense be your offense. But plays just like that where they can get the steal and easier buckets. Remember, Rochester timeout. There's 3:29 to go in this first quarter. We'll keep it right on the Rochester huddle and read the roster for you. Real quickly, they have Caitlin Cutting, number 2. She's sitting on the bench right now with the 2 fouls. Alicia Waite with wearing number 3 tonight. Number 4 is Daniel Mishkit. Number 5, Miranda Shepard. Madison Fuller, 10. Megan Pratt wears 11, wearing 12. Hannah Molly West. Abby Heibel, number 13. Peyton Boyer, 14. Midori Cruikshank, number 15. Daly Crowley, number 20. Lauren Pratt, 22. And Bennett McFetrus, number 33. That is the Rochester roster from top to bottom. Nick's timeout. Nick's breaking the action. I'll go to the West Rutland side, and we'll get the West Rutland roster in its entirety for you. And of course, they've slid some JV players up to the varsity level. Crowley, Daly Crowley with the basketball out of bounds. Got Boyer in the backcourt, and she was guarded, and they're going to come off the Cruikshank. They'll throw over the top. And number 10 in the ballgame is Fuller. Fuller, yeah, she turned right into the trap, and she will save it from becoming a steal. Baseline shot, runner, and oh, tough angle. Almost went Sarah Pease in the ball game, tying up the basketball. Rochester basketball. I'll tell you, it's good to see the crowd here finally. It took all season and took the playoffs, but the gym is packed. They want to reverse the basketball, and there she is again. Lincoln in the pass lane, pulling away on the right side, goes up and got it. West Rutland with their first lead of the night. 5 points for West Rutland, 4 for Rochester. And a travel call, and that's the trap on Boyer, caused her that to shuffle the feet as the pressure came from her blind side. Sumner, West Rutland, took them a while, but they kind of got it over the hump. Now they're kind of in the groove. They let their defense settle them down. Sumner with the grab will go back to Lincoln. Lincoln to aim. She'll ball fake from beyond the arc, and Sumner will set it up, and Sumner knocks it down for 3. On her third try on the three-pointer, she will drain it and makes it 8-4 West Rutland. Cruikshank will throw the ball over the top, and West Rutland will get back in that transitional defense. It's Fuller with the basketball. Megan Pratt, number 11, also out there on the floor for Rochester. To the floor, and everybody's going to get on the ball, and it'll be West Rutland basketball. All of a sudden, you can see how they've reversed roles here from the opening 5 minutes, as West Rutland looking like the confident team, and Rochester looking a little bit bewildered right now. Oh, defense. If you get a quick team and they can play defense and understand the concept of the defense, it's a wonderful thing to watch. It's such a weapon. Number 1 seed, 15-5, West Rutland with the basketball, with the lead, will come off to Ames. And Sumner dropped down. It was Cutting coming down to make the great play. What a crossover by Cutting up ahead, and who touched the last one off from Shepard's hands out of bounds. The pass came from Cruikshank. They'd done an exceptional job of breaking the press on an individual effort by Cutting to cross over, but then they threw the ball away underneath the basket. Lincoln lost the dribble, looked like a hot potato. Will come off to Griswold. Lincoln wanted to tee it up cross court, will come off to Griswold. She'll go to the hole, missed the shot, and it's going to roll harmlessly out of bounds. It'll be Rochester basketball. Yeah, so we're going to have Crowley get the ball into Cutting. And Crowley with the basketball. Middle of the floor is open. They'll go to Cruikshank. Up front, Pratt with the grab. Will hit the trailer. Cutting. Cutting will go behind the back, and there was help right there. There's the cut to the hole. Up and got it. What a beautiful cut by Crowley to the basket. The Griswold 8-6 now. Rochester down by 2. Yeah. Sumner, no good. This time rebound to Peace to the basket, going to the line. Sarah Peace has been such a dimension off the bench, to use her as that 6th player role, because she could start anywhere in the state, but she really comes off the bench and gives them matchup problems. The opposing team matchup problems. She is lengthy. She's got some height to her. She can play tough defense, makes a tough matchup on the defensive end. On the offensive end, she creates instant offense. And boy, that basket, not acting like a home rim tonight so far for West Rutland, as Waite, number 3, comes back in the ball game for Rochester. And McFetrus, number 33, will come in the basketball game for Rochester right now. Her first appearance. Of the evening. Pease will go up and get 1 of 2. 9-6. Now West Rutland up by 3. McFetrus with the basketball. And again, yeah, she did walk. They didn't take the call. Cuttings with the basketball. Get it on the baseline. They'll give it back to Cutting. 3 ball for the tie. No. Up. Offensive rebound will be put up and in by McFetrus. Cuts the lead to 1, 9-8. So each team's kind of weathered the opponent's best shot. They'll throw the ball away, and Rochester will have a chance to take the lead back. That's Cruikshank right there, number 15. In the darker corner here, they have the air handler, the heater air handler overhead there, and there's no light there. And what a difference it makes. And Griswold will be ran over, and that's going to be a foul on Rochester. Yeah, Griswold game goes, whoa, what hit me? I was waiting to see the call. They called that on Griswold? Wow. I'll bite my tongue. I'm biting my tongue, but you can tell I didn't see it that way, but doesn't mean I'm right, but I just didn't see it that way. It's going to be out of bounds off from Cutting. It'll be West Rutland basketball. That was the first foul on Griswold, 2nd on the team. Rochester sitting with 16 fouls, and Griswold gets the pass off to Sumner, and she traveled. Yeah, Took a funny bounce, came up high. And that will be a travel and a turnover. And again, Rochester will get the ball back side out here at the crowded Hinchy Gym. And Crookshank looking long to Shepard. Sumner back, and she adjusted the shot to Sumner, but it was enough to throw the shot off. Griswold on the drive, kicks it out. Lincoln up, and Lincoln got it! 3-ball Lincoln! 12-8, it's Lincoln now with 7 points in the basketball game. Over the top to Shepard, 37 seconds left in this opening quarter. 3-ball the other way, Rochester will be long and strong, and it'll be saved and bounds to Lincoln. Lincoln, one speed, full throttle. Here she goes, she got Griswold on the left side. She'll take it up and make it herself. Lincoln with a 9-point quarter. And then almost stolen by Ames, 14-8 West Rutland. That's going to be knocked down by Lincoln and taken away by Lincoln. She made the block and kept it in bounds. She'll give the ball off to Ames and throw it away. Oh, Lincoln, what a wonderful player to watch. That will leave 11.4 seconds to go in this opening quarter of play, and it's 14-8 West Rutland. Quarterfinal action. Boyer checking in for the Rochester squad. She is going to replace Cutting. They're going to protect Cutting with those 2 fouls from picking up a 3rd foul with just 11.4 seconds left in this first quarter. Now Boyer trying not to create a turn, to give the ball over on a turnover, and she almost did. She might. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that's going to be the first quarter. Boom, to the floor they'll go. What a fitting way to end the first quarter of play. And it's going to be the West Rutland squad, 14-8, the number 1 seed over Rochester at the Hinchy Gym on Munger Vision. Whalen will put the ball in play at midcourt, side out, and it's going to be Cutting and Boyer in the backcourt. Yeah, West Rutland held scoreless for, I believe it was like 4 minutes in that first quarter, but when they got it going, it was their defense that got them going. That ball bounced around, ends up in Boyer's hands. Cutting outside the arc, keeping the dribble alive. Now she wants to go down inside. And McFetress looked like she took some McFeet steps down there, but didn't get called for the travel. And Peasville, though, yeah, she did. Pease came up, made a few ball fakes, and then went through the offensive line for a first down. I bet she, you know, not that she played football, I bet Pease would be a tremendous rugby player if she doesn't already play rugby. So now, packed house here at the Hinchy Gym, quarterfinal action on Munger Vision. McFetress will go back, retrieve the basketball. She got it down inside to the hole. There's the follow-up, and it's going to be good. The original shot by Waite, and then Crookshank with the basket. Makes it 14-10 West Rutland. Winner moves on to the Barry Odd for the Final Four. It'll be in the semifinals. Sumner with the ball fake. Sumner will go back. This is Lincoln with the catch, the shot, and got it! 3 threes for Lincoln now. We're only 9 minutes into the basketball game. I have her for 12 points unofficially. McFetress will travel and then slam the ball to the floor in frustration. McFetress coming out of the ball game, and I miss. I think it's Crowley coming back in. Daly Crowley, number 20. Lincoln almost had her pass picked off. Griswold will get there, and they're going to corner to Pease. Pease, little pivot, little dance, brings the ball back to Brooke Griswold. She'll put the ball on the floor. Boyer came around on the blind side, and jump ball called. Should be white basketball. Tell you, Cutting, number 2 out there for Rochester, playing a very smart, very good basketball game. Emily Sumner, her final year, her senior at West Rutland. And we had a foul called, and that is Cutting's 3rd foul. That could be the pivotal play of the first half right there. Is Cutting, the leader out there, will be called for her 3rd personal foul. And Sumner will go to the line because that is also the 7th team foul. And Shepard back in the ballgame, number 5 for Rochester, will take Cutting's spot. I would be surprised, not shocked, but surprised if we see Cutting again in this first half. As Shepard with the rebound off the missed shot will bring it up ahead, and then of course it's Waite, number 3. She'll give it off, and boy, in a bunch of white jerseys, and Lincoln will come out of the pack with it. Lincoln glanced behind her, saw she had traffic coming up tailpipe, and will give it off. Lincoln for her 4th 3-ball. Nope. This time she'll catch air. A rare miss. A rare bad miss by Lincoln, and the ball will go out of bounds. 17-10, West Rutland with the lead. Some politicking going on down there, trying to get on the officials' good side. We have a full timeout taken. We'll let the West Rutland squad come and take a seat. They're up by 7, 17-10, 6:23 to go in the second quarter play. And I'll tell you who's on that roster. Number 1 is Tony Girardi. Wearing number 2 is Heidi Byrne. Number 3 is Meg Ricky. Tiny Bristol 4. Marissa Samersky. Well, I'm looking for. Oh, I see her. She's out there. Okay, number 5. Number 10 is Amanda Ames. Number 11, Emily Sumner. Brooke Griswold is 12. Tiffany Ponto, 13. Sierra Pease wears 14. Sarah Walczyk is 15. Gianna Ricky, 21. Katie Lincoln, 22. And Amy Lincoln, number 23. Crowley, number 20, will get the ball and bounce to Boyer. They'll go back to Crowley. That's Lincoln back on the point of the press. And Shepard made the catch. Shepard trying to work it down the sideline, brings it back. Lincoln just took it away. Up and good night. Lincoln, I have her unofficially at 14. 3 threes in the ball game. High lobbing pass, a dangerous pass, and a travel will be called. Yeah, she made the catch, and the crowd, Boyer did, came down and could not help but the travel. She came down in such a crowd. West Rutland looking to get back to the Final Four. Remember, they won the championship in 2006 for the 2005 season. No, 2006 season, excuse me. To Ames. Oh my God, how time flies by. Lincoln, no. Off the back of the iron, and we're about bodies everywhere. It's either going to be on Pease or it's going to be on Griswold. It's on Sierra Pease, number 14. She can live with it, she said. So, that West Rutland defense is what's turned this first half around for West Side. Oh, good ball fake by Boyer, opened up the middle of the floor. And you know what she was doing? She was looking for a foul and altered her own shot. Up and in! Crookshank will get it up and in. Cuts the lead to 7, 19-12. West Rutland. Griswold ball fake. Good job by Crowley defensively not to surrender that spot. That's going to be well off the mark. West Rutland right now really intent on taking the outside, way outside shot. Then Lincoln will come to the top of the defense against Boyer. 5 minutes to go in the first half of play. Crowley gets it off the weight. No good. It'll be an air ball off from Crookshank's hands and out of bounds. Crookshank's done her damage in his first half for Rochester with the offensive rebounds. We're going to have a timeout taken by West Side as they want to all get on the same page and get in sync. 19-12, West Rutland with the lead in his quarterfinal game on Munger Vision. I like that timeout. Even though they have the 7-point lead, West Rutland, they didn't seem to be as fluid as they were in the middle of that first quarter when they really had everything working their way to get the lead away from Rochester. That was a good play. Ames just too far into the basket. Up, blocked from the side by Lincoln. Will come down to Waite, up and a little strong. Rebound on the weak side will come to Ames. She lost the dribble. We'll give it back to Sumner. Sumner's so versatile out there. She can bring the ball down as a press breaker if they want her to. She'll pull it up and no. Rebound Pease, had the ball stripped away by Boyer. Pease to the floor, trying to roll it out to Lincoln. We'll have a jump ball. Bodies on the floor everywhere at the Hinchey Gym. Meg Ricky, number 3, coming back in the contest for West Rutland. She'll give Ames a breather. And number 10 coming in for Rochester, Madison Fuller. She did see action earlier in the ballgame. She's back out there right now for the Rockets. The Crookshank looks to give it up on the wing. Here's the up, and you know what happened? They're going to call it travel. Rochester looking to almost like they're trying to draw a foul, and it's screwing up their shots. I can't put it too much more blame than that. A couple drives, if they just finished them off on a normal pace to the bucket, they would have made baskets. Pease gave up the 3, will go to Ricky. Ricky in the corner with Fuller on it, will bring it back to Griswold. To Lincoln, who flashed in the paint, split the defense, and traveled. Good call. Yep. As much as I'm a Katie Lincoln fan, that was a travel. And so Crowley looks for Boyer, and she gets enough space, enough separation defensively there to get the basketball. Lincoln will pick up the foul. And I believe that's Katie's first foul. It is. As intense as she plays, that is her first foul, and we're at the midway point of the second quarter. Boyer being picked up by Lincoln, and they'll swing the ball over to Fuller, and she'll make the ball fake, bring it back to Shepard. Shepard, they're being patient right now. Travel. Oh, those unforced errors will get you, man. It's one thing when the defense makes you do it, but when you just make a mistake like that, that should dig in a hole deeper. Lincoln looking, she wanted to go down inside the piece, and the passing lane never became available to get the ball down inside. Lincoln sets, fires, and got it! 4 threes for Lincoln in the first half. What kind of defense can you play against her? The other thing too is, say if you do basically build a fence around her, Rochester with the timeout, she dishes the ball off so well. She has such good court vision. So West Rutland with a double-digit lead now at 22-12 forces Rochester to take a timeout. They want to lose possession of the basketball there. That was a timeout on necessity. They would have lost possession of the ball there, Rochester, and they down by 10. They know right now it's only a 10-point deficit. You don't want to give up a mini run to West Rutland and be down by 19 or 20 at the half. You want to keep it in that 6 to 10 point range. Shepard with the grab, trying to go around Ricky, gets the baseline. Shot was partially blocked, I believe, by both Ricky and Sumner. That's Sumner keeping the ball alive. Will get the pass off on reversal to Lincoln. Long pass to Summersky. Marissa Summersky in the ball game will save the ball along the sideline. She lost her footing, and then Shepard made the steal, but she stepped out of bounds. Ball stays with West Rutland. Great sequence of action right there. Lincoln with the hold. Down inside, there's the baseline. Cut on the finish by Sumner. Great communication. There's a violation as Crowley stepped over the inline as the pass came from Cruikshank on the out-of-bounds marker. A freaky play, but a turnover nonetheless. And McFetress coming back in the ballgame, number 33 for Rochester, and they're going to allow her. They're going to take a break and allow her to come in. She's going to replace Crowley Daly. Daly Crowley. I'll get that yet. Got 2 last names, and that screws me up. Shepard got a hand out there and poked the ball away. Sumner calling the play out. Came from the bench, and senior Emily Sumner. We'll get it into Lincoln. See how Lincoln came on the inside of the defender and made herself available for the pass. Ricky drives, Ricky up. Ricky got it! Senior Meg Ricky with the basket. 26-12 leads now at the largest. It's been all night at 14. West Rutland started off not scoring the first 4 minutes of the ball game. To Boyer with the grab. Boyer with the leap. Boyer with the spin move. Boyer up and no. Front rim. Boyer got her own rebound up and fouled. Boyer with a trip down the floor. Generated a couple of shots, a couple of offensive rebounds. Now she's going to get free throws. And Sumner will pick up her first foul for West Rutland. Team's 5th. But it's irrelevant. There's 2 shots coming up, fouled in the act of shooting. And Boyer, nope, it's going to rim out on her. She'll try to save 1 to 2 here. And Boyer, after a lot of dribbling, will put the shot up. Got it. That was a long time to get that 13th point. 26-13 West Rutland. Lincoln will back up and trying to get a handle on the basketball. Griswold for 3, no. Rebound comes down on the side to McFetress. McFetress to Boyer. Boyer wants to run with the West Rutland squad. Up and Boyer will just miss it. Boyer came down on her ankle awkward and she's hobbling down the floor. She is injured in the play. Ricky has the ball blocked. And it'll come down to Shepard. Shepard with the basketball up ahead, looking for Fuller. McFetress there, and I don't think Summersky touched it. Summersky did not touch it. You can see Boyer. Nobody's noticed yet that she's limping around. Now they're going to bring a substitution in. They're going to allow the sub to come in for Boyer. It's going to be Waite, number 3. Waite coming in for Boyer, and Boyer will make her way finally to the bench. I don't know what the injury is. If it's a leg cramp or she twisted an ankle or what. But she went up and down the floor once, twice, 3, 4 times before she finally got to come out of the ball game. That is toughness. Off from Sumner's hands, tipped around, picked up. Shepard will pick up. That was a hot potato that time with 1.5 minutes to go. Rochester looking to get them down by 13. If they can just get down to 10 or to 9 or 10 points by the half, then start over that same energy they started the first half. We'll start the second half with that same energy. There you go, from the baseline. Fuller with the bucket. 26-15. Griswold, ball fakes, drives, pulls up, jumper short. Fuller with the rebound. 1 minute to go in this opening half of play in the quarterfinal game. Shepard dribbles away from Sumner. Now Marissa Summersky on top of the defense will make the grab. They'll go down inside. Ricky there defensively. A little jump hook up by Cruikshank. No. Cruikshank one more time. Got fouled. Going to the line. 2 shots coming up from Rhonda Cruikshank. Midori Cruikshank. Sumner will pick up her second foul. She came down on the arm with her hand. Again, they can get it with these 2 shots. Now they can get it down to below 10 points, and that would be a great job. As Pease will be at the scorers table. She'll be coming in for Sumner for West Rutland. And then Pratt, number 11, Megan Pratt coming in for Shepard for Rochester. No, I'm sorry, for Waite for Rochester. So yeah, they want to protect Sumner with those 2 fouls in the last 45 seconds. That's why West Rutland making them switch right there. As Cruikshank will be up. And no, look at that offensive rebound and a block by Ricky. Jump ball called. It'll be West Rutland basketball, and that brings a mixed review of boos and cheers from the crowd. Well, it's either going to be a jump ball or a block. You know, boy, they let them play through it. 40 seconds. Lincoln with 4 threes. I think I have her at 19 points unofficially. Griswold wants to go down inside to Ricky, and boy, she is collapsed on him. We're going to have a foul called. Yeah. And it's still just the 1-and-1. This is just the 8th team foul. Fuller called for the foul, and Ricky going to the line. Now, when you're down in the pivot, down in the low post like that, and you get the ball fed to you, and they collapse like that, you've got to catch and fire, get to kick the ball back out. Ricky will get the free throw on the first end of the front of 1. They make the drop, and Lincoln will come out and take a breather, plus protect her from foul trouble. Picking up that second foul. Ames will come in for her. West Rutland at 27-15 right now. And that's no good. Nice job by Pratt to get the ball pivot and find Shepard. See if they hold for the final shot here. They're down by 12, Rochester is. Nope, they're going to fire away 3 ball. No. Long rebound off the long shot. Pease will grab the basketball in 14 seconds. Going to give it to Griswold, who's going to run the show now. Griswold, that's got to be an offensive foul. Yeah, that was a good job by the defender. Great job. And Griswold will pick up her second foul. Remember how I questioned the first foul she got called for? There's absolutely no question on that one. They were 100% right. 8 seconds to go, and that's going to be West Rutland ball. She crossed the sideline. That's twice now. Cruikshank has had a problem bringing the ball into play. They're going to have a discussion because the West Rutland coach or the Rochester coach saying, yeah, okay, she threw the ball and touched it for anybody else did, so that's what the violation was. Now you got to get the ball in play, and they'll get into Summersky. 7 seconds, 6. Pease lets it fly. No. 3 seconds, 2, and Rochester wants to weather out this first half. That's going to be the first half. 27-15. West Rutland with the lead at the break. A winner goes on to the Final Four in Barrie, Vermont. We'll have the basketball, get things going here in the third quarter, and they need to start this third quarter the way they started the first quarter. That real good intensity. They played loose. They were intense defensively because they're down by 12, and they don't want to start off. They give up a 7, 8, 9-point run here. It could be the long bus ride home. Katie Lincoln with 18 first half points. Now just 50 points away from 1,000 points in her career. She would become the first West Rutland female basketball player to hit that 1,000-point plateau. She's only a junior. She'll be back to harass everybody next year. Lincoln with the basketball. That was a made basket at the other end during my talking here. It's a 10-point lead now for West Rutland. And Griswold, they got to get her in range, and she'll get a 3-ball. Griswold with her first 3 of the night. Cutting playing with the 3 fouls, got the dribble up high, but did not carry the basketball. That's Lincoln on Cutting, and that ball will spur. So I don't believe anybody in West Rutland touched it. It's going to be white basketball, be West Rutland basketball. They're trying to get the pass over to Shepard. See that West Rutland defense, a harassing pressure type defense. Great crowd on hand tonight. See a lot of players, men and women here. Ethan Biscay's here from Mill River, the great season they had. Courtney Roebrig is here, 1,000-point scorer from Black River. The Carter clan is here. That's going to be tipped around, and here comes Cutting breaking out. Griswold trying to get back. Cutting's going to take it to the hole and leave it on the rim. There's the follow-up. No, it danced on the rim and wouldn't fall. Slapped at and controlled by Sumner, and she will motor down the sideline. Pull up now on the spin, lose the basketball. They'll go to the floor, and they'll let them play through it. She'll get it to Ricky, to Lincoln. She's going to drive to the hole, up, and travel called. We have a player down at Shepherd in that pile. A body, she'll get up a little bit slow, and she said she's going to stay in there. And again, I said toughness. Oh my God, that's tough. They're going to check with her though. She's trying to walk it around, walk it off, and she's telling Craig Pettis, let her be. She's must be left alone. She's got it. As Crowley got the ball into Cutting, and Cutting now looking at that press. There's the pass up ahead to Waite with the grab, up and too hard off the glass. There's Crookshank, up and no. The follow-up by Crowley, and it's going to stay with Rochester. Boy, did they have some chances in tight. And just couldn't convert the bunny. Those sometimes are what the differences in winning and losing these type of games are. As Crowley had it tipped around. Lincoln tips it forward. Lincoln looking for another bucket. Will get it. That's 20 points on the night for Lincoln. They're going to bring McFeetris back in the basketball game, number 33 for Rochester. She's at the scores table. And Sumner just picked up a foul. They tried to roll the ball down into Crookshank, and Sumner went through the body, and I think that is 3 on Emily. And Emily's words was, that's ridiculous. Pease will come in for Sumner, and that is her 3rd foul. So Pease, Sierra Pease, 14, will come in the ball game and replace Emily Sumner. Crookshank. Up to Waite. They've got to be patient now. They can't afford another turnover. And Griswold picked up foul number 3 herself as she leveled Cutting, and Cutting will get up off the floor. So West Rutland starters starting to rack up some fouls, both Sumner and Griswold. And now they're going to take Griswold out and bring in Smirski back in the ball game. She did see some action in that first half, but she's going to see a lot more here in the second half now that Griswold's picked up her 3rd foul. Cutting all alone, trying the 3-ball, and that's going to be well short. Ball on the floor, and Smirski will get the basketball. She'll give it off to Lincoln. Lincoln always looking down the court. Oh, look at that crossover. She literally left the defender on her tail, and that goes to Joe Harrington. Made a great grab. Still got it after all these years. Great grab down there by Harrington. Cutting. Doesn't want to get caught in the trap. Killed the dribble, and she'll get the ball back to Crookshank over the top. Pease right at Pease with the steal, and Pease with the basket. 34-17. Timeout called by Rochester. West Rutland filling up the bus, getting ready for the trip to Barrie. They're up by 17. 5:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. And again, this is a crucial part of the ball game. They need a run, Rochester does. They need a run. First of all, they got to get the ball in bounds. That's what they need. Crookshank asked to go to the corner, and there she'll go. So they look and find Cutting. Cutting will split the defense. Cutting up the sideline over the top to Shepherd. Shepherd in the front court. Nice lob pass to McFeetris. Got it. That was exactly what they just threw up on the dry erase board during that timeout. Because on my vantage point, I can see down to there to the dry erase board. Cutting made a move on Lincoln. Aims. No. Rebound. Ricky had it. Lost it. Comes down to Rochester. Shepherd with the basketball. Shepherd into the front court. Surveys the floor and gets it off now to Cutting. Cutting stands at the elbow. Will put it up for a 3-ball. No. Around the rim but not in. Chased down by Waite. She'll have it on the baseline. Cutting will curl. Go to the inside drive and not get the finish again. That was a great move. Just no finish. Lincoln with 20 points on the night will go around the defender. Roll it up and in. Lincoln with 22 to match her jersey number. She holds the single game scoring mark for West Rutland with 34 points against Pulteney. Over the top, off Shepherd's hands, and she can't save it. So again, she's leaving the gym. She's had enough. The door's open. She's heading out. And now they'll shut it. Everybody's got to stay. Sierra Pease and company up by 17 right now, 36-19. And boy, I remember she limped around in that first half back in the basketball game. Lincoln, no spot to get the shot up. McFeetris was there defensively. Samirsky, she'll line it up, and no, off the front of the rim. Samirsky follows up her own shot on the drive, lost the basketball, goes off from McFeeters to Rochester, out of bounds, stays with West Rutland. Yeah, so Lincoln on the baseline. And it's going to be a nice grab by Samirsky. Lincoln open, no. Pease on the weak side will step to the hole and bang it off the glass and in. Sierra Pease with the offensive rebound and the putback. 38-19 West Rutland. Well, Lincoln just constantly moving her feet defensively. Look at that. Ames got the steal, and I believe Ames was fouled by Boyer. That is Boyer on the arm, and that's going to be the second team foul. And see, Craig Pettis awaits Sierra Pease, and she shall come over and put the ball in the play. In the local crowd, the West Rutland crowd, they treated to a great performance by their team tonight and all season long. Lincoln down inside, there's an assist. Ames, no, she left it on the rim. Ricky, while stripped of the ball by McFeeters, she'll go to Cruikshank and now to Cutting. And Fuller back in the ballgame, number 10, and she's going to take the shot. No, she's going to ball fake now. She'll take the shot and got it. Madison Fuller with a nice move to get open, just took it down inside the 10-foot mark and drained it. 38-21 West Rutland. Samirsky drives, puts it up, blocked, and controlled by Cruikshank. She made the block and controlled the basketball. Shepard wants to come to the corner. Lincoln read it. Lincoln can't save it in bounds. Knocked the ball out of bounds. She read that like a safety in football, playing center field out there. And then just, she was off. And that ball hadn't been a millisecond out of the hand of the passer when Lincoln was already where it was going. Amazing athlete Lincoln is. Shepard says no. Fuller says yes. She'll miss the shot. Ames will tip it to herself, and Ames got fouled. Yeah. They grabbed her, a holding foul. Yeah, and they need somebody to take the ball out of bounds. Pease coming down. Remember, with Sumner out, Pease will take her spot, basically, and she'll bring the ball into play from the inline, and no press this time. Remember, early on, when the game first started, there was some soft pressure from Rochester in the backcourt, and that's, haven't seen that in a while. Lincoln with the grab, takes the contact, puts the shot up. Ricky, no. Samirsky, no. Samirsky once again, fouled. Samirsky just never gave up on the play. Yeah, and there's going to be two shots. So Samirsky will step to the line, and that'll stop the clock with 2:50 to go in the third quarter. West Rutland had a 12-point lead at the half. They've expanded it now to 17 at this point. A chance to add to it with this first free throw from Samirsky, and no. Now, they have not shot the ball well from the free throw line. They haven't had a lot of chances so yet either tonight, but West Rutland usually a much better free throw shooting team than this. She'll get 1 or 2. Cutting down the floor. Shepard was open, and Shepard will get it. They got behind the press that time. Pease will make the grab. Cruikshank backed off her and helped McFeeters out. And then Cruikshank came back up on the edge of the defense. Lincoln to Ames. To Ricky. And blocked from the side by Cutting. Will come down to Samirsky. That will be blocked by McFeeters. 2 blocks in that sequence by Rochester. Fuller. Left alone. Nope, she was on line, but just a little bit shy of the rim, and it'll go out of bounds, and we'll have West Rutland take the basketball, and they'll have Samirsky as Walczyk coming in for Ricky for West Rutland. Sarah Walczyk, number 15, the senior, coming in for Meg Ricky. And Lincoln will kick the ball out after the penetration. They want to post up Walczyk. Pease can't find the angle to get the ball to her. There's the grab by Lincoln. There's the backdoor cut by Ames, and she'll save it, but it'll go out of bounds. Yeah, the pass carried her much more forward than she wanted. And now they'll have Megan Pratt come in for Shepard for Rochester. Cruikshank and Cutting work in the back court. And 39-23 West Rutland. Looking more and more like they're going to be heading to Barrie, Vermont. And from the wing, the shot up and good by the Rockets. Makes it a 14-point ball game. Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Cutting. That'll be the 4th foul. She got beat to the spot and got caught backpedaling. And it is just the 5th team foul. That'll bring Boyer in the basketball game. It's number 14, Peyton Boyer, in the ball game for Rochester. And she's a good-looking player. She good defensive posture, good quickness. Lincoln to Pease. Rochester in that 2-3 zone. Pease with a few wiggle moves there, but nothing broke open. Pease open on the elbow for a moment, then McFeatures came out to pick her up. Pease with the bump, got the dribble alive, will give the ball off to Ames to go inside to Samirsky. Her shot will sit on the rim where Walczyk fouled. Sarah Walczyk with the offensive rebound, gonna be heading to the line. Should be taking a couple shots now as the gym cranked up a few decibels here at the old Hinchy gym. Actually, it's brand new. They redid the floor and the urethane and the logos and the paints and the lighting and the scoreboards, and it's a spectacular place to come watch a basketball game. And Walczyk will miss the first free throw, and again in West Rutland, probably just around 49% on the night from the free throw line. And she'll miss them both. Cruikshank will get to the basketball. These are the important possessions. They just missed a couple free throws. Now Rochester's got to capitalize and cut into that lead when they get the opportunity. We're down to 59 seconds. Lincoln. No, Lincoln's out of bounds. Yep. And it'll be Pratt in front of her own bench. Boyer's going to put it up from the 3 arc and get it from the 3-point arc, and she'll drain it, and all of a sudden it's an 11-point ball game. West Rutland had them on the ropes, had them down by 19 at one point, and let them off the hook. Gave them a little more of a pulse here to work with. The zone defense has certainly changed the offensive rhythm of West Rutland, and right there, Pease will change the offensive rhythm. 41-28 on the Sierra Pease basket. Boyer. Pretty spirited player out there, Boyer is. That's gonna happen. 3-ball, back-to-back threes for Rochester. Leads down to 10, clock down to 13. So the Rockets not out of it yet. To Walczyk. Walczyk. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, Ames up, no, that's going to be the quarter. Rochester with a chance, down by just 10, heading into the 4th quarter of play on Munger Vision. Well, Rochester with a good finish of that 3rd quarter, got the lead down from 19 to 10. Now we'll see what the number 1 seed is made of. Can they put that distance back between them and Rochester again? You got to put the finishing touches on a win. Sumner with the bucket. Lead will go to 12. Press will be employed. Lincoln steps up to Boyer. Now they'll bring it back to Cruikshank. Not the ball handler you want to have the basketball. Long throw out of bounds. Yes. You could just feel that one coming. You don't want Cruikshank in that position on the press break. You want her up more toward the center court logo. There's the crossover by Lincoln. Boyer's done a good job on Lincoln. To Ames, she'll lose the basketball. McFeatures had it and picked up by Fuller with the basketball. Pratt had to pick up, and then Fuller with the basketball. To Boyer, she'll make the grab. Boyer looked at the 3-ball and passed up the shot, and Sumner was lurking out there. There's the 3-ball. Got it! Boyer! Having a huge second half for Rochester. Lead down to 9. Lincoln trying to answer 3 for 3. Does! Lincoln with 25 on the night. 46-34. What a great ball game tonight. See Fuller. A few dribbles wants to hit Cruikshank. Boyer will pick it up. Boyer passed up the shot. We'll go to McFeatures. She rushed it. Foul on the floor. No, Lincoln was fouled. I'm not sure who will pick up the foul, but Craig Pettis will tell us. 14 will pick up the foul. That's going to be Boyer. As Cutting coming back in, number 2 for Rochester. She'll replace Madison Fuller. And that's 2 fouls on Boyer. Boy, I got to tell you, I don't have my listing in front of me. I don't know what grade Boyer's in. But boy, has she been a spark tonight for Rochester. Pease with the ball fake, wants to get Lincoln. Lincoln goes to the corner and they can't get to the basketball. They commit to Sumner, that leaves Lincoln open and she'll miss the 3-ball. Cutting with the rebound on the weak side, wants to go long distance, lost the basketball. Go pick it up now between circles, break the timeline. And that was quite a ride down the floor for Cutting, but she made it. They'll work the ball around. Pratt, open, Pratt, no. Rebound, Rochester, McFeatures to Cutting, and she was inside the arc, pass up the shot, and they run a little weave on the back side between the circles. Ball almost got away from Cutting. They'll bring it back to Boyer. 5:56 to go in the basketball game. We're in the fourth quarter. West Rutland up 46-34, and a steal, more like a misplayed ball, comes in the hands of Ames, and Ames will go to Lincoln. Lincoln with 25 on the night. To Sumner. She'll swing it off to Ames, and she'll wait for the trailer on the play to be Lincoln. See Lincoln pull the ball out as they call the play out. Lincoln never seems to get tired either. Lincoln, there's the swing out to Ames, and they'll be patient now in their half-court offense. Ames with a full spin. Lincoln for a three-pointer. Yeah! Lincoln for 6 threes, I believe. 28 points on the night for Lincoln. Lincoln looking for point number 30. Will lose the basketball. She'll gather it back up. That gives me a chance to catch my breath. Pass will go to Sumner, and got it! It was intended for Sumner or Ricky. It ended up in Sumner's hands. The lead will balloon to 17, 51-34. To Boyer in the corner. She'll make the grab. She'll ball fake baseline, take it away. We'll bring the ball back to the elbow. And Cruikshank up, and no. Great play, though. It was well executed. Cruikshank just missed the shot. She's got to be very tired. They're going to bring Fuller back in the basketball game for Rochester. Lincoln will walk it up with 4.5 minutes to go before they can make the trip to Barrie for the Final Four. To Ricky, she had the baseline to drive, pass up the shot, and left short. That was a shot taken by Sumner. Cutting with the rebound on the floor. Will pick it up and trying to work herself around Ames. Will cut to the outside, and Ames did a good job of moving her feet defensively. Lincoln on Boyer. Boyer wants to take her off the dribble, gets inside, and no. Rattle around, not down. Foul coming up. Cruikshank, I believe, will be going to the line. Sumner just picked up foul number 4. Cruikshank will be at the free throw line shooting 2. And Griswold will be coming in for West Rutland on the second shot, as will Fuller for Rochester. Got it. And then Crowley, number 20 in the ballgame, also for Rochester. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 14 Boyer is a freshman. Oh my goodness, she awesome. She is the future. Oh my goodness, I just picked up my program, took a look at that. Holy crap, is she good. 51-36 West Rutland after those made free throws. Griswold set quite a while with those 3 fouls. Makes the move, takes it right to the teeth of defense, gets fouled. That's what I like to see Griswold do more of. Be assertive, be aggressive, be confident. She took it to the hole, she's going to the line now to shoot a couple. So West Rutland in 2005 and 2006 made back-to-back trips to the finals, to the Barrie Odd. They're looking to get back to the Final Four for the first time in a couple years. Griswold with the bucket makes it 52-36. 3:58 to go on the evening. We should get them both. Lincoln there defensively will pick up the foul. Oh, you got to allow her a couple. She'll get a foul there. I have it as her second personal. Yes, just 2 on Lincoln. Again, amazing for as intense as she is. Only 2 fouls right now. As a team, that is only 14 fouls. Fuller didn't see Pratt open, couldn't get to the basketball. That pass was tipped, still got down to Cutting. Foul strip comes down the hands of Ricky, and she'll just push the pass out to Lincoln. Lincoln wants to go long distance to Pease, the grab, and the finish. Boy, Pease and Lincoln, they have another year together. They're just juniors. And again, if the game could have been kept in the 40s, like 44 points, 42 points, Rochester would have had a legitimate shot. There's the bucket from the outside by Pratt. But it's in the 55s, comes in up around 65, 70 points for West Rutland. And when they get it up that high, that just favors them. Yeah, it was off from Lincoln. Cutting slapped it off from Lincoln out of bounds. So Cutting with a good defensive play. Now she's got the basketball. In the corner to Fuller, and Cutting trying to create space, and they'll throw the ball back. And Lincoln will lurch up, make the steal, going up, and miss the shot. Cutting footsteps from behind, and there's the long pass up ahead to Crowley. She'll go to the glass and off the window and in. 55-41 West Rutland. We're going to have a timeout taken by Westside. 2:45 left on the evening. 55-41 West Rutland with the lead. Pease with the basketball. That was a West Rutland timeout, and we'll get the ball to Lincoln. Lincoln with the crossover. Lincoln will get the ball to Griswold. Nice grab with the pass behind her, and Griswold will be fouled by Crowley. And Griswold going to the line. It's the 1-on-1. It's the 8th team foul, and Brooke Griswold at the line, where she was just 2 of 2. Got to tell you, that intensity, the first 4 minutes Rochester came out of the game with, I thought we could be looking at an upset. Seriously, they were looking good out there. And then West Rutland, again, their defense settled down like that. Griswold with the steal and got fouled. Jim Corbett will make it official with the call. And Crookshank will pick up the foul, and Griswold back at the line. She's been at the line a lot here in the fourth quarter. And again, that becomes the 9th team foul, so the next foul Rochester commits will be the double bonus. And Griswold, sun's gone cold from the line. And she'll miss them both. Crookshank with the box out of Ricky. We'll get the ball to Cutting. Cutting just lost it. Now she has it again. And now they lost it again. Whoa, that was a bad trip down the floor right there. I got to tell you that. Again, West Rutland up by 14 right now. They'd had leads larger, and then at one point in the fourth, or in the third, I mean, they had to lead down to 9. Crowley read it. Crowley with the steal, and then got hold of the basketball. Wanted to go back to Cutting, and she did. It just took a long route, but it got back to Cutting's hands. That's Fuller with the grab to Pratt. Pratt's been very good from the beyond the arc. They'll have to extend the defense on her. They'll go down inside ball. They posted up Crowley against Ricky, and Crowley has shown that she can play down in the low post. Did a nice job that time. She'll get the line, and she will be awarded 2 free throws. That's the 5th team foul on West Rutland. 2 fouls on Meg Ricky, the senior for West Rutland. And left it on the front of the rim. Sumner coming in for Ames. So the senior, Emily Sumner, getting to finish up her career here, her last time on her home floor of the Hinchy Gym. She will be continuing her career up at the Barryard. Crookshank had it tipped out of her hands on the shot attempt. Ricky will go to Pease. Brings it back to Lincoln. Lincoln with 28 points on the night. Her pass just makes it to Ricky, who is fouled. That'll stop the clock at 1:43. And that foul on Fuller. Fuller called for the foul, number 10 on Rochester. Ricky got it. And they're going to have they're on violation on Ricky. She stepped over the line, and so that'll be no good. Shot will be waved off. We'll stay at 56-41. And again, that West Rutland pressure in the backcourt. Crowley will get the ball back to Cutting, and she'll find Fuller front court. They had Pratt again, and they couldn't get her the basketball. And tell you what, Fuller, a good-looking shooter, along with Pratt from the outside. That time was Fuller. Foul on Cutting, and I believe she has just fouled out. And Lincoln will go back and pick up the basketball. And yeah, that's 5 fouls and a great game by Caitlin Cutting. Yeah, she deserves that nice hand she's getting. And the big hug. And Lincoln looking for points 29 and 30 from the free throw line. There's Boyer, 14, and back in the basketball game. Waite, number 3. Cruikshank, 15. Crowley, 20. And Shepard, number 5. And now Fuller and Pratt back in the ball game for Waite and Shepard. He wanted the seniors to come out for a hand. Got him. Lincoln with 30 points on the night, and Ames going to be coming in the ball game for Ricky, and Ricky will come out, and that is a senior moment. That is her final moments on her home floor. She'll be at the very odd with the rest of the West Rutland team. Boyer with the dribble will spin the ball back around. Cruikshank to the center of the floor to Crowley. Crowley over the top and out of play. Tell you what, Craig Fett is showing you some quick moves down there. Like a ninja as he got out of the way. To West Rutland. Good game for him to get back on track going to the Final Four. Rochester, a very good team, very well coached team. And you can see with that freshman Boyer out there, they're going to be solid next year. Lincoln, Boyer took it away from Lincoln. Boyer with the crossover. Look at this, Boyer up and, oh yeah! You don't see Lincoln get taken to school like that very often, but the freshman Boyer did. Sumner all the way up, saved it, and West Rutland's going to pull it back out. Ames, the Pease foul. It was crazy down in the paint, but in the end, it's going to be a foul shot coming up for Pease. As Cruikshank will be called for the foul. You know what he's doing, playing offense, defense on these substitutions with Fuller and Pratt coming in for Waite and Shepard. Okay, so that's what's going on. It's nothing to do with seniors. And Pease can't will that one in. And Ricky, I missed that, came back in for Ames for West Rutland. Nope, Pease went over the foul line. They'll wave off the second shot. 58-14 West Rutland. They're on their way to Barrie as they advance to the semifinals, but not until they were put full tested. Kicked by Lincoln. Now they were tested by Rochester tonight. Cruikshank looks, finds Pratt. I'm sorry, it's Fuller. There's Lincoln with the steal. Lincoln with 32 on the night. Unofficially 32. It could be a little more or a little less. I think I'm close. 33 seconds left in the basketball game, and Boyer to Pratt for the bucket. No. High, arcing rebound, slapped around. Sumner will slap the ball forward and get the ball under control. Sumner will be fouled by Boyer. Tell you what, Boyer is about 4'10", 4'11". She's mean down inside here. She's got a good edge to her. As Tawny Bristol and Sarah Walczyk, seniors, will be coming in for West Rutland. Shot made by Sumner as Pease and Griswold out of the basketball game. Cruikshank coming out for Rochester, along with Pratt, number 11. Sumner can't get .62 in there for Westside, and Ricky fought for it, and it's going to be out from Ricky out of bounds. Big smirk on her face as she turns around. So 18 seconds left, and it's good effort by Rochester. A little bit too much Katie Lincoln. Unofficially 32 points on the night for Lincoln. Boyer fires, no. Rebound up, and no. Out of bounds with 1.6 seconds to go. The ball will go to Rochester as Crawley helped up off the floor by Ricky. And West Rutland heading back to the Final Four. As that's it. West Rutland with the win, 61-45. And they're celebrating in West Side tonight.
Monday morning, 7:30.
Congratulations to West Rutland. It's been a blast covering you all season long. Best of luck up at Berry. Hopefully, for your sake and your community, you'll bring home the state championship.
The permission slips from me at the end of the game.